A regional regulatory body is to be established before the end of 2024 to oversee the operations of citizenship by investment programs in member countries of the OECS that signed the Memorandum of Agreement on CBI operations in the Eastern Caribbean, according to Dr. Terence Drew, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Drew was a guest on the 4th September program Issues SKN, aired on Freedom 106.5 and hosted by E.K. Flanders. Prime Minister Drew indicated that the regional regulatory body is among several initiatives included in the MOA that was signed by all OECS member states that operate CBI programs.
The other thing is that we are setting up a regulatory body. This is another highlight, a regulatory body. That regulatory body is going to be set up before the year's end. And they're going to regulate all of us, just like the central bank regulates, just like you have different organs like ECHA, when they deal with the whole issue of flights and planes, and they regulate. The telecommunications, they regulate. This is a body that will also regulate the CBI program. So those are two critical aspects of it. And then the other one that would be a highlight as well is if you are denied in one country, you are denied in the whole region. The whole region. So if you are denied in Antigua, it does not make any sense to apply to anybody else. So for a long time, they have been trying to reach this MOA, reach this, achieve this agreement. But I think, even before the elections, I said this would be one of my priorities because I see where it was heading. It was heading to lose the program, EK. It was heading to consider us a financial risk, international security risk. It was a very serious and critical matter that could have undermined the integrity and the stature of the region.
Again, the Prime Minister said that the restructuring of the CBI program for St. Kitts and Nevis means less revenue achieved from the program this year. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
A local advocacy group, African Consciousness Movement, is petitioning the government of St. Kitts and Nevis to change the name of Fines Avenue in McKnight Bastille. The group, led by local Pan-Africanists Ras Kalonji, in a letter to Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew dated July 16, 2024, is calling for the name change, suggesting that the person Fines Avenue is named after, Sir Eustace Fines, former governor of the Leeward Islands from 1921 to 1929, is not worthy of such recognition. Kalonji explained his reason in an interview with SK Newsline on Thursday, September 5th.
I was reading former governor, so probing in his book, 40 Years of Struggle, from the Portuguese Rebellion in 1896 to the Bucklers Uprising in 1935. And I came across the information where Governor Fines, he was the governor of the Leeward Islands from 1921 to 1929. And he explicitly states that black people in general and the working class in particular should not be educated. Now, I go up in McKnight, and especially on Thibault Avenue, and Fines Avenue is 1 block away. So when I came across information, I said, well, this is a real disrespect to our people, and it should be highlighted and bring forward to our people, because such a disrespect, that name Fines Avenue should be changed.
People might say, why we bother wasting time with this? There are more important issues to deal with. We have crime, we have issues of the economy. The same Fines Avenue is an area that has been on a hotbed for crime. Why bother waste time about changing the name? Let's try to find, a solution to help the people of McKnight and the wider community. What do you say to that?
Well, I have no problem with that. That is part of the process, but the reason why we have so much crime is because our people are not aware of their story. You see, our people was not educated, because look here, look how much generation has come before me and they know nothing about Fines Avenue and what it was named after, so Eustace Fines. You understand what I'm saying? Look how much people have come before me. And not only that, we're talking about the crime situation. We're still teaching our people that Columbus discovered here. And there were people here before Columbus. Now you're saying, why bother about something like that when there's so much things afflicting us, right? So, why we can't tell the truth about our real history in this country? You see what I'm saying? So all that is part of the process.
Kalonji said that they have not received a response yet from the government, but they are gathering signatures for a petition, both online and on paper, and will continue to advocate for the name change. He also suggested that they will be pursuing other name changes of places and venues in St. Kitts named after colonialists.
This is the first step because we have the Berkeley Memorial also. We have Warner Park. You know, the Berkeley Memorial was named after Berkeley. He was a legislature in the Leeward Islands legislature, and he was a slave master. He owned several estates. Greenlands was one. I think Shadwell was the other. About 5 different estates. He was a slave owner. So we're not saying take down the clock, but rename it, you know. Then we have Warner Park, who was named after Sir Thomas Warner, who was a criminal and a terrorist, you know, liquidated all the native people of this country. So it's a progressive step in the right direction, and then we also want to have Marcus of the Woods become a national hero. So, like you said, this is the first step.
The full interview with Kalonji will be published on SKN Newsline Facebook page and YouTube channel. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
In a world where there's so much noise, what are the facts? And are we ready to face them? I think it's time we had a real conversation. The world seems to be shrinking, yet human connections are always in reach. So one has to wonder, what still hides in the shadows?
In North America, money talks. In the Caribbean, money whitens.
Just to have a natural hair show, to be honest. That's my opinion. That's it. No one will come.
Wow.
Take the husbands, the fathers of the children to court for child abuse, child support. And then when they get the support, they buy the braids to put in the hair.
In terms of professional career, some of the worst, I guess, prejudice and envy and jealousy has been women.
I would like to submit that most of us have had sex with sex workers.
Let's shed some light and talk with those brave enough to peel back the taboos of society.
We now have women that perpetuate over-independence.
When you have a certain light, they can see it, and they will come after you like a vampire.
If you're following this girl on there who's going to tell you you need to be snatched, you need to be BBL, delete her. Stop following her. She is basic.
Twerking. They copied us. That is a lazy, half-done workup.
How you get bite though? I need you to explain that.
Lord, how this is children friendly?
Nothing is out of bounds.
Help me, brother.
Because you got man without been to jail, you got man who are gangster, you got man when I got nothing at all going for them, but they still could get joined up. Who fault that be?
We're talking drugs, sex, violence, religion, relationships, all the stuff we want to know, but are too afraid to talk about. And we're going to meet some interesting people along the way.
Tony Frederick Armstrong, Julie Charles and Maurice E.K. Flanders, Keisha Isaac Adams, Grammy-nominated singer V. Bozeman.
Join us as we explore the real stories, real people, real emotion. I'm Jermal Huggins.
Let's cast some light.
It's about time we had the real conversation.
Police have said they have charged a fourth person in connection with the murder of 29-year-old Jimmy Allen of Upper College Street, St. Kitts. Vidal Wilkinson of Prickly Pear Alley, Bastyr, St. Kitts, age 28, was also charged with murder on September 5th, 2024. The charge was laid at the Bastyr police station. Mr. Wilkinson joins 3 others previously charged with Mr. Allen's murder, namely Davin Daga Phipps of Lower Westbourne Gut, Bastyr, who was charged on August 29th, Antonio Pascal of Cotton Ground Nevis was charged on September 2nd, and Einon Nias of Greenlands, St. Kitts was charged on September 2nd. The Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force, in a press release, says it thanks the general public for their continued patience and cooperation as the officers continue their investigation. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
An exceptional display of batting from the Guyanese Amazon Warriors and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots showered spectators with an abundance of sixes in the 4th September match of the Caribbean Premier League played at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium. After winning the toss and deciding to bat, the Amazon Warriors placed a heavy foot on the accelerator and racked up a commanding 266 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of their run-scoring rampage, just 1 run short of the highest score posted since the inauguration of the CPL. Warriors Shimon Hitmeyer led the way, stylishly hammered the bowling of the Patriots and piling on an impressive 91 runs off 29 deliveries, saying to the media post-match that it was not part of any discussed plan to go after the bowling early.
Actually, there wasn't any, to be fair. I think it's just like our batters are actually pretty clear. Well, we as batters were actually pretty clear on what we have to do, and like especially when we come to like St. Kitts, we know that it's a high-scoring ground, so we know that at some point we have to try and get as much as possible, and I think that's something that happened. Even it's sad that Shea didn't get as much today, because I think that if he had gotten started, he would have probably gotten 100 himself.
Setting the tone for the Patriots' run chase was captain Andre Fletcher, who blasted his way to 81 runs off 33 balls before being dismissed. Patriots kept the run chase within sight for a time, but the steady fall of wickets had its impact. Fletcher, in the post-match interview, acknowledged the bowling was not at its best as he addressed the need for better performance in all areas.
What can I say? It's just that we're not coming up with the goods. With the bat, we're doing well. We're not doing too bad as a batting unit. But at the same time, I still, as the captain, I don't want the guys to drop their heads. We have 6 more games left in the tournament. We can still qualify. We have 2 more games left. If we win those 2 games, momentum can actually go our way in the back end of the tournament. So we still have a lot to play for. It's just one of those days when we don't get it right. But what is most important is for you as a player to bounce back well and come back strong than just maybe sulking or going in a corner and doubting yourself. I don't want that with none of our players. Going forward, we have to play hard and try our best to win the game. As we call here the bullering. Wicket is good, boundaries are small, win factor. So as batsmen, we would love to play here every day, but unfortunately the bowlers have been put under the pump, and it's just that we that get in the bad end of the stick. So as I said, it's our ground. We have to own our ground, and we can't allow people to walk into our ground and do what they feel like and walk out. We have to find a way. Well, we have a day rest, and then starting against Barbados, we have to find a way to win, to limit them as less as possible, and then hopefully we as the batters, we can chase.
With 2 more matches to play at the Warner Park Cricket Stadium, Patriots must pull off victories in order to stay in contention in this 2024 edition of the Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
Introducing St. Kitts and Nevis's newest TV channel, Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV. TVC promises to deliver the finest in television broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, with some of the best local programs in news, sports, and entertainment. Join us for Insights, where we delve into the lives of our guests.
Let me see what happened if I put this thing. Big explosion, like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Or get in-depth analysis on Newsline 360. We have sports, entertainment, and inspiration. It's all here on TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV, on Tel TV cable network in St. Martin, and on our website www.tvcplus.live. TVC Channel 40. See the difference.
So the reason I love the cable, the prices are reasonable and affordable, and they give back so much to the community and the country.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating, to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative haven.